Go Cinderella, orgasm brush, lipstick, nigga filler, devil in a tight dress, girl, you a killer, and ain't nobody realer, and ain't nobody realer.
By the time this video goes up, it will probably be around December 28th, December 29th, which is the end of the year. Happy New Year if you're watching it by then, or in the New Year. I hope you do have a good New Year's. But yeah, in honor of being the end of the year, which is usually a time of reflection for some people, in honor of that, I'm just going to be sharing some life lessons and stuff that either they were new lessons I had to learn in 2018 or old ones that I had to reapply, or just things that really helped me get through 2018 basically. I won't know where every single one of these quotes are from. Majority of them will be from church. Oh! Disclaimer, if talking about God makes you uncomfortable, probably shouldn't watch this video because I'm 100% going to be talking about God for like 95% of things that are about to come out of my mouth. So if that makes you uncomfy, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just gonna get started because I'm a rambler and I can already feel myself rambling, so I'm just gonna get started. If you see me looking down, I do have them written somewhere, so let's just get it. The first, they're not in any order. And we could go on, these are just 25, we could go on all day about things that I had to learn and go through in 2018. But to keep this video concise, I think I'm just gonna make it a nice round 25. And let's just see what happens. This one I actually have posted up on my dresser. It's like a nice little smack in the face every day. Girls don't care if you're tired. Like, if you... Do I want to do that? Do I want to just talk about myself? As someone... I'm talking about myself. I don't want to... I'm not a life coach. I'm not a therapist. I'm just a girl who's doing life. And this is what it has taught me. Okay? So if you say that you want to be a YouTuber, like myself, if I want to be a YouTuber, but I'm too, like, and I come home from somewhere and I'm like too tired to go edit, it's like, baby girl, your girls don't care if it's at your, like, the belly, like if you want to lose weight and you need to go to the gym but you're too tired to go to the gym, well guess what, baby girl, you're never gonna lose it, because at the end of the day, your goals don't care if you're tired. Either you're gonna work out or not achieve your goals. Either you're gonna stay up and finish editing that video or stay stuck. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get where you're trying to go. And that also leads me to my second point, which is there's so much more that you could be doing to get to where you're trying to go. Like okay, do I still have the picture? Because let me tell you something. Gotta find you. I have no idea. Okay, there we go. It said, if you're not where you want to be in life, why are you chilling so much? And it was such a smack in my face because you don't even realize it sometimes. Ooh, okay, alright. You don't realize it sometimes, but I do have a bad habit of chilling too much. Like, I have all of these goals and all of these vision boards. I'm chilling. Like, I be watching TV, or I'm on YouTube, or I'm on my phone. It's like, and then at the end of the day, I'm nowhere near where I wanted to be, or I'm going ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm saying points before I should say that. I need to slow down. Oh my god. But the point is, I've been chilling too much. Like, you're chilling too much for somebody who has that many, who hasn't done what they wanted to do with their life yet. Why are you chilling so much? Stop watching TV and go edit that video. Get off your phone and go finish that thing go do that thing that you said you've been wanting to do. I mean, smack me in the face, why don't you? This is what, the third one maybe? I don't know, I'm already starting to lose count. Anyway, the third one was I went on like a social media hiatus, I guess. I don't know where I saw this? I think it was the Fine Guru who said that she spent like, what, 21 days without social media and the television, and instead she just like read books, listened to podcasts, and like, you know, things that actually nurture your mind. And you know, I didn't realize it before until I tried it myself, but you don't realize how much time that you spend on your phone and doing all of these things and checking your Instagram until you stop doing it, and then you realize like, wait, what am I gonna do? And then when you don't know what you're gonna do, it dawns on you how many things that you can do because you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So like the time that I spent just being on my phone and scrolling through Instagram for 2 hours, I could have been listening to a 2-hour long podcast. Music was a hard one for me. I had to give up music for a second because the time I spend listening to music, which as simple and casual as it might seem, I actually listen to a lot of music all the time. But instead of listening to music, listening to an audiobook is like, it makes the world of a difference. And spending less time on social media? Oh God. Next point, I think we're at number 4. Be open to receiving things even when they don't come in the package you expected. Let God interrupt me. Oh my God, I cannot tell you how much I have been guilty of tunnel vision. I'm not turning. I have been very guilty of tunnel vision, and I know what I want, and I want it the way I want it, you know? And when it doesn't show up like that, I tend to just be like, okay, that can't be it, because God would never do that to me. This isn't what I said I wanted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just dusting it, just completely brushing it out because it's not in the packaging that I thought it would have come in. But actually those things, those situations, and that I had to let God interrupt what I had planned. Because this summer I definitely had different plans for my life, for what I was going to do with my time, and then God just kind of interrupted all of that and set me somewhere completely out of pocket. Not just out of pocket, just like somewhere that I actually hated, TBH. And it ended up being one of the most beautiful experiences I've had in a while, you know? And every time I think about it, it still blows my mind. So be open to receiving things even when they don't come in the pack. And the time as well. Yeah. 4, which I get, no 5, we're at 5. God's timing and your timing are 2 different things. Listen. My expectations, my timeline, God's timeline. Oh my God. They're different. Okay, they're different. And I tend to, as a woman with a very wild imagination, like when I start to see things, I get wrapped up in them and I start creating all of these little fantasies and whatnot. And then when it doesn't happen like that, I get mad and disappointed and angry, and I wonder why I'm disappointed. Then I have to do some reflection and realize that God wasn't the one that told me that it was gonna happen this way. I had created this thing for myself, this own reality for myself that had nothing to do with His will, because I was just so focused on things happening my way and at my time. And when it didn't happen that way, now I gotta go back and get myself together because of some thing that shouldn't have even been there in the first place. It's just, yeah, okay. Next one is distract myself with myself. Ooh, that's the key for me, to distract myself with myself. This I learned from Sarah Jakes Roberts. I will give her credit. I saw a clip of her on Instagram at some conference she was speaking at, and what pertains to relationships, I am a hopeless romantic, so I do get caught up sometimes, not necessarily with my loneliness, just wanting to love on somebody and not being able to do that at the time, you know. So anyways, she said that you should learn to distract myself with myself. So instead of using all of that, so taking all of that energy that I was using to focus on the fact that I'm single and not in a relationship, and put that into myself and go back to doing things that make me happy and doing those things that I said I always wanted to do. You know, take the time to take care of myself in the meantime. It looks like I shifted it because I did, because the camera stopped. Anyway, yeah, I say make it matter, because make the days, I make it matter. I didn't make the days matter. Make the days that you have matter. Because sometimes when we go through things or insert different, some unfavorable situations and circumstances into our life, I tend to wallow in them, and I guess let it define me in a way. I don't know how to say this, but basically, if that one is, when I say make it matter, it stems from making the choice to be happy, because sometimes I can get caught up in being pessimistic and complaining about not being where I want to be and just wasting my days basically. When I really look at my life, when I really looked at my life, I could tell you the last time I complained about not being where I wanted to be, but I couldn't tell you the last time I worked towards trying to get there, or the last time I worked towards becoming that girl that I see in my head. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell me the last time you complained about it, but you can't tell me the last time you put some action towards it. Again, I don't know what number I'm at. Discipline. Yes, I had to learn discipline in 2018. That was pertaining to my fitness goals, because I, for a very long time, have been trying to be in the best physical shape possible. But I always struggled with my nutrition because food is bomb, and I don't like dieting, period. I don't like dieting. I hated dieting, but at the end of the day, nutrition was my downfall. I had to learn the art, or apply the art of discipline, and understanding that you gotta do what you gotta do to get where you're trying to go. The next one is life was made to be lived outside the comfort zone, which ties into the next one, which is the price of life is too great to live afraid. I don't know about you, but a lot, I don't know if anybody else knows this. But you haven't, I don't know where you live in, but a lot of people have died this year, and I don't know, people die every single day, but for some reason in this season, this particular year, I am seeing it, and it's like people that I don't know, but okay, like for example, I'm talking about like celebrities. A lot of celebrities have just passed away, like just like that, like Mac Miller and Kim Porter. Like, people are just dying, and like it made me think about my life, and it's like, look how many things that I've wanted to do but I don't do because I'm too scared to do it. And at the end of the day, like if I died tomorrow and I didn't get a chance to do that or tell this person how I felt, there's been so many little things where I wanted to do, I want to do them, I'm too scared. Like, what if this happens? What if he doesn't like me? What if she does? Like, okay. What if he doesn't like me? What if it doesn't work out? What if this is the, it's like, pause. All of those what ifs are negative. Just block that out. What if it actually works out? What if it ends up being the best decision you ever made? To just do it. Just do it. Stop thinking so much. The price of life is too great to live afraid, and the price of life is too great to live in potential forever. So if you have a dream down in your heart that you know that you want to pursue, and you feel like that's the purpose of your life, do something. Like, you can't stay in potential forever. Go do it. Go, if you want to be a photographer, go buy that. Go put some money down so you can go buy that camera. Like, put something, put the actions behind your words, because you can make vision boards all you want, but ain't nothing gonna matter so you start doing something about it. Say yes to the things that scare you. Say yes. Say yes more is what I want to say. Because I know I can't, because I really can't, And there's a no, I'm scared. No, because I'm scared too. You know what I mean? I definitely faced a lot of those situations, like circumstances where somebody has asked me to do something. And it's not that I don't think I could do it. Matter of fact, I've never done it before, but it's not like I couldn't try to figure it out. Like, I've never done it before, but I could try to figure it out. I could try it, but I was scared. I was initially scared to do it because it's like, oh my god, like what if I fail? Like what if it don't turn out good? Like what if? And at the end of the day, I ended up saying yes to a lot of things, and they ended up being beautiful. I ended up, if I didn't learn new things about myself, or learn how to do a new thing, or it just opened up new opportunities, you know. So say yes more, and know the difference between no I can't and a no I'm just scared to try. Okay, move in silence has been key in my life. Dear God, dear Jesus, move in silence. The Debbie 2 practicals don't know what you and your God got going. My purpose is way too precious to be influenced by what I call Debbie 2 practicals. Those people who have never had to move on faith, who don't really know what's going on between you and Jesus, and they want to come with their negativity and make you feel like you can't do something because they couldn't do it before and they can't see how it would happen. Well, guess what? We walk by faith, not by sight. You're dismissed. Move in silence. Matter of fact, stop telling people what you're going to do and just go do it. How about that? All these times we talk about, oh yeah, I want to do this and I'm going to do this. Like, shut up. Go do it and let the success speak for it. Next one is, if you lift your rod, he will part the Red Sea. That definitely comes. Oh, my leg is cramped like it's numb. Okay, this is not cute anymore. If you lift your rod, he will part the Red Sea. This part plays into how much I have a tendency to. I'm a very patient gal. Okay. Sometimes it gets a little bit ridiculous. Like, I feel like I'm waiting on confirmation, you know, some kind of divine confirmation, and when I get it, I question the confirmation. So it's like this never-ending cycle of waiting, and God just be looking at me like, I already told you to move. And I need, like, I've been waiting on things to happen first before I move. But the gag is, God didn't part the Red Sea until Moses, or what was it, Abraham? Until the man lifted his rod. So sometimes you gotta move. You gotta move, you gotta take action, you gotta walk by the faith. And as you walk, he will part the Red Sea. And if it wasn't that way, he will give you correction. In the now. I definitely have a bad habit of getting hella caught up in my past and the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and the future that has not manifested yet. Getting so caught up in the future that I don't allow myself to appreciate my now and to appreciate all of the blessings that come with the now. I don't even see them because they don't look, I didn't even see them, I mean past tense that, because they didn't look like the entirety of what I had asked for. So I don't get to appreciate the blessings of them right now, and I have a tendency to just completely brush off small achievements, not even allowing myself to appreciate the baby steps, not allowing myself to appreciate the foundation, because it's not the whole house, you know what I'm saying? So I needed to learn, I still do, I'm still working on it, this is a new one for me. I didn't realize how bad it was until I actually tried to live in the present, and I realized how it was. But yeah, live in the now, be present, enjoy the precious present and everything that it comes with. Allow yourself to see the beauty in your present. The only person stopping you is you. You are the one who's being your biggest critic, and also the one who allows other people's opinions to matter. Sometimes when we share our goals and our dreams or something that we want to do with our lives with people whose opinions matter to us, when they take their own lack and their own issues and put it on your dreams and tell you that you can't do it because you value their opinion, you tend to want to listen to them, and you don't pursue that thing, or like you self-doubt. Oh my god, self-doubt is like one of the biggest hindrances of my life. Because I'm trying to convince myself that I can't do, telling myself, like overthinking something so much to the point where I've officially convinced myself that I can't do it, or it can't ever happen that way. I think the only person stopping you in this life is yourself. So what if they think you're naive? I don't care if you think I'm naive. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Next one. Use what you have to get where you're trying to go. So what if it doesn't look like somebody else's? That doesn't mean that it's not good enough. Because this stems from me where I'm at in my head versus where I am right now. They're definitely two different places, and I definitely have two different resources at the moment. You know, I want the I want the tools and the resources that I see other people who are at this level that they have, and I don't, and it just completely disregards the value of the ones that I do have because it's not that thing, you know. I don't want to say that one either because I still don't. It's what's meant for me will always be for me. But I feel like that kind of encourages laziness in terms of action, because like some people, they like to use that as like a crutch to stay in their comfort zone. You know, like if it's gonna be for me, it will always be for me, even if I don't go do this thing, you know. God will like, I don't like it. It's like a crutch now. It is comforting to know that what's meant for me will always be for me, you know, but it's kind of if you really look at it, it's kind of like a crutch that in your head, it allows you to be lazy, and it allows you to not want to take action towards that thing that you said that you wanted. It can be really tricky if you don't catch yourself. Like you just allow opportunities to pass and doors to close because, you know, no, don't do that. If it's here, it's right now, do it. I feel like I already said this, but stay ready so you never have to get ready has definitely been a big dip. Ooh, stay ready so you never have to get ready. I don't think I elaborated on that enough. So stay ready when you never have to get ready has definitely been a mantra that I've lived by for the past couple of months. Staying ready so you never have to get ready. Like when I pray about things that I want to happen or whatever, I need to make sure that I'm doing my part to be ready for that thing when it does come. So when it does happen, I'm not like, oh my god, but I don't have this, and I'm not ready for it, or whatever. I think Devon Franklin speaks about this in better detail. He's talking about people who want to say starring an action movie, but they sit on their couch and eat Doritos all day. Like, no, stay ready so you never have to get ready. So when you get that call to go be in the next Black Panther, you not struggling trying to like get your shit together. Like, no, like when you pray about something, put the action behind it and go. If you want to start an action movie and you prayed about it and that's what you want and whatever, go to like find ways to be ready for that thing. So go to the gym. If there's something that you're praying for, do the work to prepare for it. So when the opportunity comes knocking, you're not scrambling around confused because you're not ready for it. We talked about that already. Focus on your art, not numbers. Wow, that was a big deal for me. I definitely found myself getting caught up in sharing my individuality and my art on my YouTube channel or wherever I do, and then feeling some type of way when I feel like the effort that I put into it and the appreciation from other people don't match up, and I kind of just lost focus on the fact that I'm supposed to be having fun, not worrying about numbers and how many people watch this or you know who clicked this. Like, I had to learn how to not get caught up in numbers. Like, don't watch that. Just do your part, just have fun, and let the rest happen. Let God do the rest. Let God work on the numbers. Very cool. The difference between faith and a live faith. That's, oh my God. I didn't realize I was doing it until, who said that? Teray Roberts. He said that. The difference between faith and a live faith. But you don't realize you've gotten to this place of, you started operating from a place of drought, and the things that used to be the way that you stay connected to God, whether it's like from my daily word or reading the Bible, it's like it kind of just became routine at some point, whether it's because of some kind of something that happened to me that causes some form of discouragement, that caused me to get discouraged. Yeah, but you still do it because you want to, you know what I'm saying, but then you realize it doesn't have the same effect. You don't feel the same spark, the same connection anymore, and then you realize that it's because you're kind of just doing it to say you did it, but there wasn't any true, genuine faith in it. It was just faith. The next one is to go to God first. I definitely had to learn to go to God first, because again, they'll be too practical sometimes when you're having your little spur of the moment panic attacks about your career perhaps, and you take that again to people who have their own issues and their own faults, and then they put their things on you, and then you're in a very vulnerable state of mind, and then what they have to say just gets to you, and you feel like you have to give up this whole thing because whatever. I find that it's best when I take it to God first and I just cast my care on Him as soon as it pops up in my head. By the time, okay, this also kind of applies to being in an argument. So sometimes when I get into arguments with people, I be plotting how to cuss your butt out. I'm sorry, not sorry. I be plotting like I'm like, ooh, child, next time I see you. And I be talking to God about it. By the time I see that person, I'm over it. Last one I have here is, ooh, yes, you can't entertain every comment. I like to practice only acknowledging love, things that come from love, and things where I can respond to with love. Because I can't entertain every comment. Every time somebody tries to say something to me to stir me up and get me all mad, like, I don't have time to entertain all of that, because I'm an empath and I feel everything very deeply, and like, you're about to hear, like, if I answer you right now, you're gonna disrupt my whole spirit, and I ain't got time to deal with you disrupting my spirit, because I got stuff to do, and if you mess me up, I don't know what you gonna do me. I ain't got time to entertain every comment. And listen, people get mad at me sometimes and I don't be responding to them, and I just walk them out. But at the end of the day, my peace of mind is more important than this conversation, so dismissed. Alright, I'm done. I don't know how many life lessons this was. I know this video is hella long already though, and I'm sorry, not sorry. I hope this helped somebody. So now I have a question for you. If something that I mentioned in this video spoke to where you are in your life right now, are you going to go back to business as usual? Or are you going to apply it and make 2019 a difference? Your choice.